You're watching Utah's #1 news station. This is 2 News at 4.
Welcome back. We're talking about the next official holiday, if you can think of it like that. I'm trying to make tax season sound better. Not going to work?
Not so, yeah.
Okay,
Good
we
try,
got to talk
Heidi.
about it, though.
We do have to try to talk about it. And there's some very important things that you need to remember before you file your taxes, before you sign on the dotted line. Debt guru Mike Peterson is here to tell us about some really common mistakes that people make that really end up costing them in the end.
Yeah, it'll cost you either a lot of time or a lot of hassle as well. One of the first things, if you're filing a paper return, make sure that you sign the return and date it. If you don't sign the return, the IRS says that's not a valid return. What will happen is they'll send you a form back, say you forgot to sign this, send it back, and so it will delay your return in the event that you don't sign that. So make sure you take the time, check your numbers, but also make sure that you've signed on the dotted line.
How long does it delay it? Do you have any idea?
Weeks.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's not a quick fix.
Yeah.
The next one is something I have problems with. I try so hard to save every receipt. My husband, though, would probably beg to differ with me. I'm not so great at it. But you say receipts matter a big deal when you're filing your taxes.
They do matter a big deal because if you're itemizing deductions and in the event that you get audited, the IRS is going to want to go through your receipts and make sure that you have documentation for every deduction that you took. If you don't have the documentation, they're going to dock you for it, and you could end up paying back taxes on that, interest on that, and penalties. So you
don't lose the receipts.
Make sure
Now,
you
how
keep
long
them.
are you supposed to hold those? Because I always get rid of them after I file the taxes and get my money back.
I would hold them for 5 years.
What?
Yep.
Oh, I
5
guess
years.
I'm in trouble.
Put in a giant
Technically,
box of
the
them.
IRS
Okay.
can come back for 3 years on any given tax date, but hold them for 5 just to make sure.
Even the receipts.
Yeah, even the receipts.
Okay.
Put an envelope together. Put them in the envelope every time you get them, and then you'll have them, and just hold on to that envelope.
Okay. Another tip is, what do you want to talk about? Paying with credit card or?
No, let's talk about.
Let's not talk about that.
In the event that you're going to get a refund, we'll talk about the
Yeah?
credit card last because that's the ugliest. If you're going to get a refund and you want to put it on direct deposit, make sure that you double check the routing number and the account number that you're putting on the return. If you put in the wrong number, and
Someone else will get your money?
well, yeah, that's the worst case scenario. If somebody else gets your money, then it's your responsibility to work with the bank and the IRS to try and get it back. It's a real big hassle, take you a
sounds
long
like
time.
it.
If it goes into a fictitious account or an account that doesn't exist, the bank will refund the money to the IRS and then they'll send a check to you, but it'll delay it again weeks.
Okay, we have just a few seconds. Tell us about the credit card.
Don't pay your taxes on a credit card. It'll cost you 2.5% for the opportunity to do that.
Even if you pay it off at the end of the month,
Even if you pay it off, yep, it's going to cost you that just for the opportunity to do it. If you don't pay it off at the end of the month, it's going to cost you years and thousands of dollars to pay off. Contact the IRS, tell them that you want to work out a payment program, and they're a lot more reasonable than a credit card.
Okay.
Good information.
Great tips, yeah. Mike, thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you.
And don't try to rewind your TV. That was a fake credit card, not real numbers we're showing.
No, it wasn't.
We got to
Mike's
talk.
smart. He
That's
knows.
right. We've got to talk a little weather right now.